the first time in a long time, Xbox has surpassed PlayStation in their showcase event. It's a moment we'd never thought we'd witness. And as a fan of both consoles, I have found myself neglecting my Xbox because of the sparse selection of games. And I know many of you feel the same, who are fans of both consoles. But their latest showcase, they have truly outdone themselves. Credit where it's due, here's a rundown of some of the best games that I saw in their showcase. First off, let's get the biggest and most talked about one out of the way first. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. This new game will be coming October 25th. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is a spy action thriller where nothing is as what it seems. In the mind-bending narrative set in the early 1990s, a shadowy force has infiltrated the US government, and players will be forced to go rogue for the first time. And apparently this Black Ops is gonna have some new features and new innovations like Omni movement, giving players the ability to sprint, slide, and dive in any direction and move like a Black Ops action hero across all game modes. Xbox announced a game called Doom: The Dark Ages that will be coming to us in 2025. Doom: The Dark Ages heralds the return of the unstoppable Doomslayer in this upcoming single-player dark fantasy action FPS from the legendary ID Software, the prequel to Doom 2016. Doom: The Dark Ages puts players behind the visor of the mighty Slayer as they battle demonic hordes in grounded, hard-hitting combat in an epic cinematic tale of gods, kings, and monsters. The trailer looks pretty epic. The game Fable was the next pretty cool game that they announced. In Fable, a guy named Humphrey will be forced out of retirement when a mysterious figure from his past threatens the very existence of Albion. And let me say, the graphics from this trailer looks really good, really clean, kind of realistic for a game, you know how that goes, but it looked like it could be a pretty smooth game. I'm pretty excited to see how it comes out. I don't know if you guys ever played the game A Plague's Tale, but that's kind of what it's giving me. Another game from a pretty big franchise is Gears of War E-Day, set during the pivotal Emergence Day. 14 years before Gears of War heroes, Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago return home to face a nightmare, the Locust Horde, which kind of sounds like what a lot of people are going through in the US right now. The subterranean monsters, Gorgas and Relentless, erupt from below, laying siege on humanity itself. From just looking at the trailer, it seems like it's going to be way past what the description is saying, but it also looks like it could be very dramatic, so we'll see how it goes. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a game that has been talked about a lot in the gaming community. Many people have been looking forward to this game coming out from Xbox for a long time, hoping that Xbox will not let them down. Become the famous archaeologist and face off against sinister forces as you fight to uncover the truth behind one of the history's greatest mysteries. And this game will be on Game Pass as soon as it releases. For all you simulation lovers, we have Flight Simulator. And apparently it is the most ambitious consumer flight simulator ever undertaken. It features the largest, most diverse, and detailed fleet of aircraft, the most complete representation of airports and aircrafts, and the most visually stunning rendition of Earth ever created. Now, these are some big accusations. They better live up to it. Now, I was debating even mentioning this game, but South of Midnight looks like it has some pretty unique art direction. This will be a third-person action-adventure game. We Happy Few creators showed off its first gameplay trailer during the show ahead of its launch in 2025. We meet Hazel and her newly revealed companion, Catfish, as they travel through a flooded area inspired by Mississippi Delta and quickly find themselves facing down one of the game's monster kings. Hazel will have magical weaving powers in a deeply gorgeous South setting. Next, we have a few games that aren't necessarily Xbox exclusives, but they do partner with Xbox and they were showing their games during their showcase. FragPunk is another colorful first-person shooter. It's a frantic, squad-based 5v5 hero shooter where you set the rules of engagement for every new round by activating power-up cards. And this game is going to have some rock elements apparently. There will be a lot of fast-paced combat and a plethora of synergies and counterplays between over 70 shard cards, 10 heroes, 14 weapons, and 4 maps. And yeah, I guess talking about it right now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but you gotta remember that a lot of these first-person shooter games only come out with a little bit and then they add some with updates, DLCs, and stuff like that. The next game is something that I'm really excited for, and I have not heard anything about this game previously, so I was really surprised to hear that they are coming out with this. Life is Strange Double Exposure. And this is gonna bring back an original star, Max, from the first game of Life is Strange. Several years after we guided her through Arcadia Bay, Double Exposure sees Max return later in her life, now an artist in residence at the prestigious Caledon University. Unfortunately, Max's friend is killed and we'll be plunged full on into a murder mystery. With a supernatural twist, of course. Max's original power to rewind time has morphed into the ability to entirely shift timelines, and we'll be exploring 2 parallel realities. One where her friend is safe, and the other in the wake of her death. If you want to figure out what happened, this game will be coming out October 29th. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because I will be covering this game some more later on down the line. They next announced the next title in another pretty big franchise, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. And this game creates a deeply immersive world with enhanced visuals and sounds, using the full potential of the Unreal Engine 5, while keeping legacy controls and voice lines in the original title intact. A new third-person camera and control layout offers players an intuitive introduction to the beginning of the Metal Gear Solid saga as they step into boots in a high-stakes thriller. Stalker 2 Chernobyl reveals the Time Opportunities trailer, packed with brand new reveals. This trailer showcases the array of experiences awaiting for players, from locations to encounters with mutants, places to have some well-deserved rest and prepare your body and gear for the next intense mission. The Time of Opportunities trailer is amply named, reflecting the boundless potential that awaits within the unforgiving landscape. How will you see the zone and how will she remember you? Wuchang Fallen Feathers is another game that looked visually interesting. Step into the dark land of Wuchang Fallen Feathers. This Souls-like action RPG launches day 1 on Xbox Series X and S. Immerse players in the dark late Ming Dynasty, a period with warring factions and a mysterious illness turning humans into monstrous creatures. And they have a lot of games like that nowadays, don't they? You are Wuchang, a pirate warrior stuck by amnesia and inflicted by ornithopy, a horrific disease with the source of immense power. As you explore the depths of Shu, you'll enhance your arsenal, master new skills harvested from falling foes, and evolve your fighting styles by sacrificing Red Mercury. And these are all the games that I found that were really interesting from the Xbox showcase. How do you guys feel about them? And would you like if I did continue to report more Xbox stuff? Let me know down in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Pause for now, play forever. AK out.